HP from Gotcha. Oh!
Oh my gosh,
No!
and
Sometimes I look in her eyes.
Welcome to the LCC, where casual League players just like you compete against each other for the League Community Cup. And for today's matchup, we have Gets on Base versus Matt's alt account, Game 1.
okay, fans. Volibear and Tom Kench. So Zach Volibear and Shaco, that's 3 bans coming out for jungle. I guess suppose Volibear is a bit of a flex. Tom Kench also could be top or support flex. Kha'Zix ban as well, and the Shen is potentially a top pick. Do you know Chaffles to be a proficient?
Absolutely. He is a Shen player at heart. He loves Shen. I think this is a targeted ban towards Eric Shen, or sorry, Chaffle Shen. Kha'Zix and Shaco, I think, both clearly jungle bans. And I think Matt's alt accounts, they have clone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Right?
No. Gets on base has
he's
clone.
playing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Viego is locked in here.
Thanks for lying to me.
That's kind of his, I guess, his answer. And he picks it blind as well. And then we see the Lux Caitlyn picked up for Matt's alt account. So our Sexy and Fia slamming 2 champs that they're very prolific with. Perhaps a bit surprised that they ended up with these champions. This is a lane that is very oppressive, very difficult to deal with. I think we're going to want to see a bot lane that has some hard CC or is able to farm from range like an Ezreal or something. Ashe and Nautilus is the hover. Ashe could be support, but with the Nautilus hover, I'm assuming that it's Ashe AD. Jason,
I would agree.
these teams starting to
Lux
form up.
Caitlyn.
And Vi insta
Quick
locked.
lock in a Vi.
Wow,
The follow-up damage from Lux Caitlyn onto the Vi's target is easy and large. I'm curious to see if Ashe and Nautilus are going to be able to engage. We know that Matt's alt accounts will be rocking Josh on Caitlyn, our Mr. Sexy on Caitlyn, and Fia on Lux. Fia well known for their Lux play. And we have Ashe on Nautilus. It's a heavy engage lane. Do you think they're going to be able to pull it off though? I think Arch Sexy and Fia are going to be difficult to get onto.
Yeah, I think if this Nautilus lands a hook, it could be near certain death, especially if the Viego is there. But Vi, Caitlyn, Lux, they already have secured the early to mid game with this comp here, and anything the Vi ults, Caitlyn can ult on top of it, and Lux can follow up.
Reds.
Asol and Pantheon, as well as Fiora and Katarina. I just want to say Matt's alt accounts is flying through this. It appears as though they're very confident in their draft prep, sticking to their guns. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. And Emperor is in the lobby.
We see a respect ban coming across for the mid lane. Just ban out
Kennen.
Aurelion Sol and Pantheon.
Wait, this
for
is
Reds.
a blind Kennen or Kennen into Ornn? So this is top lane Kennen.
This will be
into
Kennen
Ornn.
into Ornn.
And this is definitely.
Yep, this is a
Kennen
classic
favored.
pick for Chopples. As somebody, I just know him personally. He's played a lot of Kennen in his time. I think he's gonna know how to pilot this pick and could pressure the Ornn early on, before they're able to build up enough magic resist to tank them. And coming into these team fights, definitely going to be able to have looking to set up early resets for Viego.
Annie's the answer into Syndra. That's a bit surprising for me. I don't play this. I don't play this lane, but I would think that Syndra would have the range advantage here and be able to scale safely. And then the burst from both of these champs is definitely like Syndra with a Scout of the Week is going to have more stun ability, and he's got the guaranteed flash R. But
I think you're absolutely right. I think it might be my favorite Nautilus skin. I think I love astronauts. I love Nautilus. He's just such a silly little guy. He has an emote that floats away. It's perfect. All right, so we've waited out our spectator delay. We are into the game. Let me zoom out and check in. I'm so excited. Welcome to week 1, match 2. We have Matt's alt accounts versus Gets on Base. Let's see if they get on base as they go into the Summoner's Rift for their first match. All rookies, they will be invading the bot side.
Yep, and a
Ganja
bind
caught out by a
hits.
snare.
And it's already Ganja has to flash out, which means that our Sexy flashes forward and he secures first blood. Emperor flashes out. Clone is in the middle of the rest of Matt's alt accounts, and the second binding from Dorothy doesn't hit, but it's already 2 early and easy kills. And the level 1 strats are clean. They're coming out with intention and purpose here. So
Gotta
our sexy.
feel bad for Gets on Base. I'm Clone gonna drop their flash. Ganja Green gonna drop their flash. Both will die regardless.
I mean,
Flash burn for
our
our
sexy
sexy
picking
and
up a early longsword, and Reds is going to get the boots here. So really nice start for them, and I mean that's just going to help make this laning phase even stronger for Matt's ult accounts.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking to recover for Gets on Base. Getting into the start of the match. Gonna want to play slow, and we'll see if their mental can hold off after that. That's not gonna feel good starting the match, 2 kills down. Thankfully, they're going to be able to play 2 matches tonight. Ganja Green and Drew getting to lane a little bit late, as Emperor will start off leashless on red. Our sexy taking advantage of that early vision to get some poke on a Ganja Green.
And you know, we spent a lot of time watching the top lane, but I think that we're going to be focused a little bit more on the bot lanes and during this series. And as Ganja and Drew look to now stabilize into Fia and our sexy, we'll have to see if they're able to. It looks like Matt's ult accounts are going to get the early level 2 here, and they're going to look to go onto Drew. Drew already chunk low, and the binding is going to come through. The trap goes down, so the Q follow through. Guaranteed crit with the cupcake, and our sexy picks up another kill here. Just a couple minutes into the lane phase already. Actually, that kill went over to Fia, so right at the last second, unable to get it over to the carry. But still, a nice pickup here for Matt's ult accounts.
Yeah, still well played down there. Not able to escape. Drew will give up 1 kill to Fia. Thankfully, it's not going on to our sexy, but Fia's still going to make the best of it for themselves. Well played from them, and I'm very concerned about Gets on Base. They're going to collect all this experience now as the wave crashes to Ganja Green, but that is dangerous. Drew, still with his flash up, may be able to make some plays happen for them, hopefully on this recall.
Yeah, absolutely.
The wave's going to be pushing back out. They're going to be vulnerable as they get back, as they come back to lane.
Yep. If we look at really quick check in with some of our other lanes, we see Riz and Chaffles both have big leads in their lanes. They're pushing forward, and Duck actually is in a lot of trouble here topside, but he feels like he has to stick around. It's a lot of CS that he can't afford to lose. Chaffles looking to take advantage of this range top lane matchup. This is super annoying to lean into when you're an Ornn. Not a lot that you can do, and his jungler is pathing towards bot side, so he's truly on an island up here. Emperor taking Scuttle, Clone taking Scuttle, and looking to gank here onto Reds or look for an invade. Emperor is actually bot side, and Ganja and Drew could be in trouble again as the Q comes through, followed up by the root. Drew is in trouble here. Another cupcake goes down. Matt's ult accounts chaining cupcakes. Emperor picks up a kill. Fia picks up another kill. It's like I never left his lane. Josh just can't get the last hit on these guys. He's got 4 assists. And
He's 4 assists. We're 4 minutes into the game. He's 1-0-4, and you're absolutely correct. But Emperor looking for a gank on a mid lane. Will Riz be able to spot this out? No.
Riz is pushed way too far, but the Scatter the Weak counters the Q. It's great, and Reds is not there to get the stun, so he's just going to walk out. Doesn't even have to burn a summoner spell. Great play.
Well played from Riz.
This game is starting to spiral out of control because Ganja and Drew are, they're not going to be able to.
As you say that though, I want to take a look at top lane. You see, Duck is completely zoned out here. The wave has bounced off the tower since it collapsed with that group of 3, and Chaffle's going to freeze the lane on his side of the map. He has complete control here. Duck forced to recall after it must have been 30 seconds of just watching the lane push away from him. So, although there is a strong bot side, there's definitely a strong top side for Gets on Base.
Yeah, this top side doesn't have multiple kills though already, and to die 4 times by 5 minutes, it's definitely an issue. We see Clone is going to the first dragon. This is the first neutral objective, so Gets on Base roaming here as a team, and Matt's ult account using this opportunity to they're gonna walk into this fight late, but they do have a big gold advantage, so let's see if they can do anything about it. Reds and Emperor coming in, and Emperor's gonna go for the steal, but the Clone secures it. Emperor's in a ton of trouble. Clone is very low, and it looks like these teams might decide to disengage, as Dorothy might look for a last minute bind. It misses.
Oh.
And
Really
and the
well played from
disengage.
Riz there to cancel Emperor out yet again, and good smite, like great timing from Gets on Base to find the dragon, even though they are down 5 kills in the bot side of the map.
Yep, and a good job taking opportunity of the back. They really need to shove this in, but our Sexy and Fia are able to trim the wave here and get it pushing back in the opposite direction. Caitlyn and Lux, it's really a lane that you want to consistently shove on and use that range advantage to poke with your E's and Q's under tower. And at this point, with already a what is this? A Dirk, and this is the new item, a Rectrix.
Rectrix.
Yep. They have a huge advantage in itemization here in the bot lane. And
Ooh.
Drew cut out again. He's going to be forced to flash here. I don't know about forced, but he's going to elect to flash. And so now this Matt's alt accounts bot lane is hitting their third tower.
It's
Meanwhile,
top side,
top
you see a
side,
fight going
Chaffles
down.
is forced to take this fight. It's a 3-on-2 though. Matt's alt accounts is winning this, and Emperor's going to pick up the kill on Clone. Chaffles forced to flash out, and that leaves the Voidlings for Matt's alt accounts. So Clone taking the fight when Riz is not in a position to contribute. Matt's alt accounts taking the 3-on-2 with the gold lead and continuing to punish. Drew almost going down here in the bot side. I just can't look away from this bot lane because it's so volatile down here.
Well, they need to leave. Our Sexy's about to get his Caitlyn ultimate soon. There you go. We need to reset before that Caitlyn ult comes out with the Lux to follow. But this tower, they are pushing down on their 4th plate. We're only at 7 minutes into the game. It really hurts that they managed to also get those top Void Grubs. Like you mentioned, Riz not able to assist, and the 2v3 does not go Gets on Base's way.
Yep, if we take a look at the CS, it is like a 15 CS lead in mid and roughly 10 top, but it's almost 20 bot and multiple kills, plus 4 plates. So it honestly, it doesn't even compare. The ultimate is coming out a lot of damage coming through from the Annie, but Syndra again is going to walk out, doesn't have to worry about using a summoner spell. And our Sexy here, bot lane, is going to take first tower at 8.5 minutes into game 1 here on the red side, just dominating as they continue.
Yeah, we should see them clear out this wave and then move to mid lane to start working on that tower. Or do you think we may see them move to top to lane into Kennen?
I think it makes sense for them to go mid. I was gonna say top, but it's 9 minutes, so it still has the bonus, right? The plating bonus. So I would expect them to go mid here on the reshuffle to move any bot. But really, like Ganja and Drew needs to reset and continue to find good engages into the mid game, and Ganja really needs to continue to get farmed. The thing about Ashe is that even if this AD is behind in gold, they're always going to have the opportunity to land arrows cross map, and that could be a condition here for Gets on Base. Chaffle's continuing to press forward in this lane. There's no vision outside of the pixel bush, but pushing up nonetheless, and we
do see
our Sexy and Fia moving to mid.
Yeah, for Riz, gonna need to be careful here watching for Fia's binds. Definitely dangerous. Ganja Green and Drew looking to make up some ground in the bot lane, take some plates of their own. Emperor roaming down.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, Emperor is here. I just saw the Ornn ultimate come on top side. So it looks like these teams with this new lane position things are getting a little bit spicy. They might be about to pop off. Emperor is looking to gank Riz absolutely here. And the Vi ultimate is up, so the Q comes through. The flash Q, we should see the ultimate. Our Sexy is here, should pick up the kill, the flash forward, and it's going to be kill secured for Matt's alt accounts. Duck is going to land some damage on Chaffles, but he uses the counter ultimate, and even though he flashes out, Chaffles picks up the solo kill in topside. So the first kill, the first good thing for Gets on Base happening topside. But already it's 4,500 gold lead for Matt's alt accounts.
Yep, Impro and Fia able to push Clone off of mid. Our Sexy making his presence known, taking down one plate and trapping Riz on the return. Teleport coming back out top for Duck. In this game. We have a almost 5,000 gold lead already for Matt's alt accounts. I think we're going to see a continued pressure onto the mid lane. Riz maybe go and look for the solo kill on our Sexy. He will survive. 100 HP left. I am Clone looking for a takedown. Going to be pushed off, but Impro could be catching him in. Red's Awesome following up.
Yeah, Emperor is here. Clone is definitely in a lot of trouble. Chaffles is here, but there's no ultimate. Remember, it was used topside.
Huge.
He's one shot. He flashes out, and Fia just narrowly misses with that Lux ultimate, and so a Clone is gonna survive just by the skin of his teeth here. Gets on base is definitely running for the hills in these situations. They don't want to be looking for these team fights. They chunked out our Sexy. They thought that they had an angle, but the rest of Matt's alt accounts are just as fed. And honestly, when you look at the bounties, our Sexy isn't even worth that much, but he's got already an item. He's almost two full items at 12 minutes here. Kind of
2,500 gold up on his lane counterpart. Saw Chaffles roam down here for the Dragon Timer, but his ultimate only just now coming up.
Yeah, and it's a really
had started on time.
You're right to call that out because it's a really interesting decision. Because Chaffles roamed down, and so Duck is able to get 4 plates, almost the full tower here on top side because of that. So that levels him up in gold. Clone is going to
being
get
chunked
this,
out by
but
Fia alone.
Dorothy is here, perhaps overextended. Our Sexy is on the other side of this fight, but Duck's ultimate comes through, and Clone is down, and so Fia lives through this, and it looks like they're going to secure these. Riz is here looking on the other side. His ultimate is about to come up.
Oh, so you have the Dragon. We have an arrow down on a Red's Awesome. Ganja Green will be taken down. Red's fighting out on Drew.
Yep.
And Pro focusing on the Dragon.
Drew is here. Chaffles is showing up at the last minute. Reds has to flash out, but Empro is still in the pit, just taking the Dragon. Yeah, what is happening? Reds is going to angle around. He has the smite, but so low. The root coming through, but I don't know if there's enough damage. Clone is going to show up.
Would be enough to kill Drew on his own.
Yep, and Reds picks up the kill. Chaffles has to flash out when the rest of his team shows up. So just baiting out the time, the shutdown going over, but that's still only the second kill, and it's already a 7,000 gold lead for Matt's alt accounts.
Yeah, I'm questioning the decision to roam down to the Dragon without your ultimate, because even if the fight had taken place, Kennen without their ultimate is a tough look on the Rift. This early into the game, the damage is still just not going to be there. It's delayed and they're able to use it, but I'm not sure what happened to their ultimate if they thought that I think they ulted at the Void Grub and just didn't hit anyone.
The Kennen ulti topside? Yeah, it was used in the Void Grub's fight. Straight into the cross map play, and Matt's alt account's getting a little greedy going for both, but they're able to get both at the same time. That is such that the map pressure is. So Ganja Green and Drew here now looking for an angle onto Red's Awesome. Drew unable to find the hook, and Reds is going to 1v2 in this lane, continuing to collect all the solo XP and farm. Meanwhile, the rest of Matt's alt accounts is grouping topside. It looked like this could be a Herald play as they continue. If we look, yep, so they're going to start Herald up. Jason, we like to take a look at the angle from the losing team. I don't really know what the angle is other than they need to find a way to just get 8 kills in a row.
I think the angle is going to continue to be looking for kit picks off of the back of Syndra and Kennen ultimates. And then playing to their Viego strengths and so that they can make the best of those plays. And I think one avenue is the Ashe arrow, as you mentioned, but it's difficult. Ashe has no business being in a lane alone against a solo Annie. So Drew is effectively locked down here as long as Ganja Green is pushing. But they're being pushed out of their own top jungle.
Emperor invading into the jungle. They're going to spawn the Rift Herald here, and Duck is going to... Oh my gosh, the root into ultimate, and Fia picks up the kill under Riz under tower. Clone is in so much trouble as Empro uses the ultimate onto him. Duck finds him with a follow-through ulti, and the flash Q from Empro picks up the kill. So that's already 2 dead, as it looks like our Sexy is going to drive the Herald, but it gets killed before it actually impacts. That was kind of a funny animation. So the rest of Matt's alt accounts continuing to siege. 2-12 the score here, Jason, and yeah, roughly 8K.
Yeah, I think the level 1 really kind of set the pace for the rest of the game early enough for them to buy and come back to lane. Just starting out with extra gold in their pockets from the beginning of the game, and it has not slowed down from there. We saw a lot of great laning from Troffles in the early game, but then a little bit unfortunate they're not able to convert their early ultimates to much of an advantage. And now at this point in the game, you're into an Ornn. And they just become a big, fat, immovable rock. Nice shuriken onto Mr. Sexy in the mid lane. But I don't think it's going to get better as long as they have Ganja Green and Drew laning together in this bot lane. Red's just collecting the waves as they come to him, while our Sexy and Fia create pressure in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I don't know the angle. They like this Viego needs to start getting online and picking up some items. I mean, I guess the thing about Viego is that when like if you get a kill, then you can turn into somebody. So maybe he can turn into like their most fed member, and then just like sweep up a team fight after they get a pick. That could
I mean, it's looking pretty even at the moment. There's, I mean, 1 kill, 3 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills, 3 kills. It's nobody standing out particularly, but we may see a arrow down here from Ganja Green onto Red's Awesome. I am Clone looking to follow up.
And it is going to hit.
Arrow will
Clone is
land.
here, following through. Some more CC going down, but the ultimate comes out and it's buying some space, and he just turns the fight and he wins it. Ganja flashes forward, but the W goes straight into the bear. It does not connect, and so the slow does not apply. And Reds gets out. What a turn! And now the rest of Matt's ult accounts are here. Riz with a scatter the weak, but Empro is just going to ulti onto him. Our Sexy is on the side, but Ganja and Drew have no vision over the wall, and so our Sexy is going to cautiously angle into this team fight. Ganja cleanses the knockup as our Sexy is hooked, but I mean, Matt's all accounts, they're just so fed. It's like every single fight they're winning just with steady, they're steadily like closing the vice here. With their goals.
I was really disappointed to not. Oh man, a big damage on a Clone from Fia as they chase them down into the invisibility. Will they be able to land another E to follow up? Clone trying to fight past them. Dorothy able to pick up the solo kill onto Matt's ult. Gets on base jungler. Choffle's looking to catch her out as they could secure the dragon for Matt's ult accounts. A nice bind. Choffle's dropped down to half HP. Emperor will close. Yes, still moving back in.
And Choffles is the only member on Gets on Base to not yet die, so this has got to be personal for Matt's ult accounts. The stun comes through, and he is just going to narrowly escape. Meanwhile, Emperor is hooked here, but again, Matt's ult accounts.
As you mentioned, they're quite strong at this point in the game. Fia, even as the support, 5-0-6, 5,800 gold compared to the 5,200 gold available for Clone as the jungler for Gets on Base. I really liked the look that they had in the bot lane with the arrow from Ganja Green out onto Red's Awesome, but just not able to find enough damage. It was a really nice play. I would love to see them keep doing those in the future, though.
Yeah, I mean, when you're not down 11k gold, you've got a lot more options available. But they need like the perfect angle here. They need Viego damage on top of some of this Ashe damage on top of a Syndra ultimate. Otherwise, they're not going to pick up a kill. They've got 2 so far, but it looks like it's stalling out here as Matt's ult accounts. I would say other than the 2 deaths, it's looking like a perfect game angle. I mean, Gets on Base was able to pick up that early dragon, and then there have been 2 deaths. But other than that, that's really all it takes. Ultimate from Fia coming out. Riz is on the run. Scatter the Weak landing onto Reds, but Duck is going to try and engage in. Chappell's flashes forward, but the stun only hits onto Duck, and he is burnt down instantly. Drew ults are Sexy on the backline, but the rest of Gets on Base are nowhere to be found. A double kill for Emperor, and the call is Baron. Matt's ult accounts are looking to march to the 20-minute Baron, and then it should be a swift push through mid here.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way. I think that may have been the final attempt from Gets on Base to turn it around. Not able to find the ultimate onto the targets that they wanted. And even then, 5 people with this much of a gold lead, it would have been a very difficult fight indeed. Riz definitely needed to keep backing up off of Red's Awesome, though. That Annie ultimate with Malignance and this kind of advantage is going to be painful. As we see Baron go down, can expect them to come back out, perhaps push their side lanes, but with the use of these Hex Gates, we should see a push through mid. I don't think there's much of an angle for Gets on Base to get back in here. We've seen a lot of good plays from them in various areas, but unfortunately, just giving up a lot of kills to Matt's ult accounts.
Yeah, I
And,
mean,
they're making sure to push that advantage.
they kind of.
Half HP from Gotcha. Oh
my gosh!
no,
And
don't
both
hit me.
ults hit. Unable to dodge either one, not with a body block or with a sidestep, and Ganja is going to be melted by the bot lane. The 5th time this game.
Yeah, the Zazak's Realm Spike will finish them off there at the end with the Void Explosion. Did you know what that item was called?
Yeah, Zazix. Yeah.
Yeah, Zazak's Realm Spike.
I mean,
Good
I just
lord.
call it Zazix, but yeah, it's a support item. I know the support items.
Yep. Yeah, you buy that when you steal
Solstice
kills,
Slay.
right?
Oh yeah,
As we
basically
see,
everybody but Thresh.
there is an opportunity here for Gets on Base to provide some pressure, but the shield from Fia out onto Impro will protect them from taking any damage.
So,
as 3
Jason,
push through mid.
Really
with
quick,
Baron.
I want to cut you off. This is beautiful 1-3-1 from Matt's alt accounts. This is macro for big as Empro actually forces, and he misses the flash Q. But again, they're going to be so far ahead it shouldn't matter. Chaffles is all inning, and our Sexy is in a lot of trouble, but he's going to ghost and flash out, and he lives on 1 HP, and the rest of his team is going to shut down Gets on Base. That'll be an ace. Actually, it won't be an ace because Clone gets up, but it's a triple kill for Duck, and now it's an ace.
Our Sexy executes to the bot tower in a curious display of dominance. I thought they were going to be defending their KDA, but they wanted to make sure they didn't give it to the enemy team, so they died the tower? Curious one there from Mr. Sexy. I wonder what his explanation is. I was excited to say that their bot lane was unkilled for Matt's alt accounts, as well as their mid laner. Red's awesome, really showing up after their recent lane swap for this season.